Okay, so my name is Dimitris Gelbouras, and I am working here in the Institut Français en Grèce, and I am the visual graphic designer of the institute. I'm part of the communication department. So what I'm doing here is trying to give a visual for each event we're doing, or the website or the social media of the institute. Everything needs some pictures, images, some graphics. So I'm designing, and the communication department gives me the wording, the text, and I'm doing the whole visual thing. And we're doing posters, and we're doing pens, and we're doing tote bags, and we're doing videos for the social media. So that's how it works. Sometimes it's not just the institute, it's many institutes or magazines or other people who co-host an event. So we don't have clients, but we co-host events for the institute with others. First of all, what we do here as a communication department is that we discuss with the head of communication, Tina, that you just met, and the rest of the team. We discuss all together what is the objective and what are maybe some references or some inspirations that we can use as a starting point.
Is your work linked to the historical art of Athens or Greece in general?
Sometimes my work and the aesthetics and the design can be linked to the Greek history, but it depends on the project. So I have an example here, Festival de Philosophie. We did it a month ago, along with the Department of Culture of the Institute. We worked together and we incorporated a Greek statue which brings all these memories and information about Greek history, but in the theme of love. So yes, sometimes Greek history can be an inspiration or can be incorporated in my work, in the design process. I studied visual communication. This was my bachelor, gave me the knowledge of how to communicate visually what I have in mind and what a client has in mind. And then I did a master's degree, which was design in media and web. So it was design on interactive media. So it was more like the digital part of design, because design is like divided between printing and printed stuff and online stuff. If I could give advice, it would be like read books, read magazines, go to museums, go online and see what other designers do, what are the design trends right now. This is a series of movies that we're doing in the gardens of the French school. So I was asked to do a poster and some visual material. Here are some posters of the Cine Club series of old movies. So we used this trend, as I said, that goes on with the long shadow effect, and we use the heart and the parlez-vous français wording. So you see how you take a visual or a trend and you bring it to what's needed now. What was needed that time was to communicate that the second semester starts on that specific day.
My name is Pythagoras Chatziandreou. That's my name in Greek. I've studied arts in the UK and in Greece. I work as an art teacher in schools, so in education anyway. And recently I launched, along with a friend, let's say a company, eventually is a company called Matolaki, which is a company for applied arts has to do with designing educational tools.
Yes, I'm George Gelbouras. I'm 43 years old. I'm a graphic designer, like the last 20 years. And I'm keeping this studio like from 2009. I'm currently based, most of our works like is on identity design and books and catalogs. Yes, a mood board most of the time works, like where is the base of your idea, how you start working on it, where is your conclusion of all this info you have. This usually it helps you to have a total idea of the project, but also starts having some visuals to the client as well. Most of the times I'm using books, or I'm trying to take my ideas from other fields of art, like from the cinema, from theater, from architecture. It's working better because if you get stuck on the net, most of the times you are going to design something that has already been done.
Okay.
So it's better to work for taking ideas from other fields. I'm working with organizations like museums in Greece and the United States. In Greece, we have clients like from festivals, like cinema festivals. And also there are commercial clients like based in other fields like insurances, clothes.
Cactus.
My name is Maria Della Panomi. I'm a cultural manager, actually, but my role here is that of an office manager. We are here at the Roleplay Design Agency. So as the name says, it's a design practice. The office was founded in 2013. So since 2013, the studio has been based here in the center of Athens. And we're offering a wide range of design services like branding, visual identity, web design. Ella. So this is Leonidas Gelbouras, one of the founders of the office.
Little by little we expanded the team, we expanded the activities. We always had an approach of, doing a very wide, doing everything that includes design, because we were very curious people and we wanted to explore the capabilities. We always believe that the core of design thinking is the same, no matter which discipline. And we have created a small ecosystem of in-house team and external collaborators and suppliers and people that can revolve around the project and deliver practically everything that can be designed from something as 2D static image to a 3D space or a video moving image and digital applications. We have like three, let's say, big segments of clients. One would be the commercial clients that kind of revolve around architecture and design themselves. So it's architectural offices, construction companies, building materials. We do a lot of aluminum windows companies. The second would be something more academic / cultural, which would be, art spaces, concert venues, university departments, institutes. The third would be like some big European funded research projects that we collaborate as partners doing the dissemination, branding, UI design for digital applications. And this makes a little bit the spectrum of our clientele. They're not very often, but of course, cultural projects are the best inspiration, because you can explore the communication language, you can, be seen by an interesting audience. And it's the most challenging and most rewarding kind of work. We have done some, and including record covers, festival identity, and publications. At the moment, one very interesting part of the project is the citizen participation. So it's some civic tech tools that allow people to participate in some technological democratic, procedures. At the moment, an office of our kind cannot specialize into one of these things because, digital is everywhere. We don't have a single project that doesn't include something digital. At the same time, working on, non-screen things because it's a different kind of interface. We like exploring these materials, size, behavior. I would say that the most fun part is the beginning of a project. That you're full of new references, new images, new material coming in, and the most difficult is the after sales part. After you deliver and a client needs a follow up and they need something else, and this part is something that a company can struggle, coping with after sales management. When a new project arrives, we add it to our calendar and we see, which persons fit, depending on the discipline and on the type of a person. And we schedule that, and there's a team, smaller or bigger, formed out of every new project, and so it goes. We have started, doing some cross collaborations now, so people that don't work mainly on one project also do something for another project. Working on that. We are more a generalist approach, so that people can take over from an early stage to the final delivery. So it's a more full stack approach. So people here should come with a mentality of I want to try things, I want to learn things, and I want to be able to be a self-sustained professional. So I shouldn't always belong to a department. I should be aware of the whole procedure. Okay, I might be better on this part, the ideation, the design, whatever. But in any case, yes, this is how it goes. We don't have departments, we have teams. One thing I could say was to detect your passion, like the things that you most enjoy doing, and try to set up a profession out of this. Either be it like working for an organization or a company that does this kind of stuff, or on your own. Deciding if you want to work for others or for yourself is something very personal, and it depends on your type of character. If you feel more risky or you feel that you want something safer. So yeah, just try to follow what your passion, and if you're really good at something, it will just prove that it can sustain you financially too.